As consumers become increasingly wary of potential toxicity in cosmetics, the natural and organic beauty industry is experiencing explosive growth, accounting for over $54 billion in sales annually and growing. Today's RBC She's the Boss segment is spotlighting Squalwen, an Indigenous skincare brand that honors cultural knowledge, Indigenous plant science, and self care. Incorporating sustainably harvested and sourced botanicals, founder and ethnobotanist Leigh Joseph combines ancestral traditions with modern beauty rituals, empowering people to connect to themselves and the natural world. Welcome to What She Said, Leigh.
Thank you so much.
I have to ask, what is an ethnobotanist? I've never heard of this before. So maybe you could explain it to everybody.
Sure. So, an ethnobotanist is somebody who studies an area of research that looks at the cultural interrelationships between people and plants. So, it really takes it beyond just the use or the ways that plants can kind of benefit us, and it really is looking at the relationship there.
Okay. So obviously has this been, I'm thinking maybe this was sort of a passion through your entire life that you started off early and then went into this field?
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm pursuing my doctoral studies in the field of ethnobotany, and as I've gone through my academic sort of path with reconnecting to plants and reconnecting to my home territory in Squamish through plant-related knowledge, I've really thought back in terms of where my interest initially came from. And I think even before I realized it, I just felt the most at home outside in amongst plants and just feeling really grounded in natural spaces. And so as I've learned about this study and sort of gone further down the academic path, it's been really powerful for me to partner that with more time spent on the land and really tapping into that, feeling that I realize now I had early on in life. So I think I did know, just where my grounding was in terms of being connected to plants and the land earlier than when I started this path of study.
What led you to then start Squalwen?
So in 2018, actually, when I started my doctoral studies, I had been engaging in more land-based harvesting and time spent with plants throughout the growing season. And I was getting my kids really involved in that. And I was so inspired by not only going out and sort of building my relationships with plants, harvesting ingredients and processing them, but then I also had a surplus of some plant ingredients. And so I decided to start creating some formulations to gift within communities that I was working with, and also to use with my kids at home. And then that process just really inspired me so much that I started the line and started researching skincare and really building formulations around culturally important plant ingredients. And that's kind of where it all started.
So how much of the new products or the products, new or otherwise, that you develop are new formulations, or what has been passed down through generations?
That's a great question. So all of the formulations in the iteration that I use them are new, and they are based around not anyone's specific knowledge. It's more a general understanding of some of the benefits of some of the key culturally important plant ingredients. So it's really important to me to be very respectful and ethical in terms of how I approach sharing the importance of culturally important plants with a larger audience, at the same time as really grounding them within my own interpretation of my experience with plants. And so I would say that, my passion and my interest with plants has been influenced by every person in every Indigenous community that I've worked with, but I'm not attributing sort of their knowledge to this process. It's really my interpretation of it to keep it grounded in culture, but also very much grounded in my own personal experiences.
Your business is growing. I've been, obviously leading up to this interview, I was looking at it. You're gaining a bit of a cult following for your products. Can you tell me what are your most popular ones right now?
Yes, so we have such an incredible community growing around Sḵwálwen, and it's just so wonderful to get all of the emails and read the reviews, and it's really just so rewarding. And some of the top products, based on our sales, but also on our customer feedback, are definitely in our rose line. So our rose facial oil and our rose toner are two very popular products that are just very simple in the formulation, but rose and chamomile together are such soothing ingredients that are tolerated across lots of different skin types. And our cranberry rose cleansing bar is also definitely a fan favorite. People really love how long the bar lasts, how gentle it is, and how it really is a wonderful cleanser, but it's not drying or sort of stripping the oils away from your skin. And then our salves are also, that was one of the first products that I made. And a salve is basically plant material infused into a carrier oil, and then it has a thickener. So in this case, it's beeswax added to it, and it's used as a balm to promote skin healing or to deal with redness or irritation. And so we have our sore muscle salve and our healing salve, which have both been wildly popular.
I really want to try your products. So where can I find them? But also, where can my listeners find them? Also, I do want to encourage people to go to your website and read your mission statement, because it's kind of the antithesis to the typical corporate mission statement. So I really did love that. So please share website, social channels for us.
Sure. So you can find our online store on our website, which is just www.skwalwen.com. So that's SKWALWEN.com. And you can follow us on social media, on our Instagram, which is also Sḵwálwen Botanicals, and also on Facebook, it's at Sḵwálwen Botanicals. We have about 50 wholesalers across Canada. And so on our webpage, we also list where you can find our products in stores.
All right, amazing. Thank you so much, Leigh, from Sḵwálwen, for joining me today. And thank you to our sponsor, RBC. RBC is here to support you through digital-first solutions, advice, and services that go beyond banking to help realize your true potential. Because owning a small business takes something special. That's why RBC is behind you every step of the way. Visit rbc.com/business.